Hello, and welcome to a brand new series on our channel, Virtual Graveyards, a series where we go in-depth looking to the past of technology and dug up the old, forgotten, and abandoned games and software to bring light to their history once more. Hopefully this series, aside from being entertaining, can be an informative look on where we've come in modern technology. With that being said, let's get digging.
Abandonware is a product, typically software, ignored by its owner and manufacturer, and for which no support is available. Although such software is still under copyright, the owner may not be tracking copyright violations. This can vary between websites to programs that haven't been updated in several months to several years. This series, however, will go a bit further and attempt to uncover the abandonware that some remember fondly and spending days, weeks, or even months of playing. Yes, video games, especially multiplayer video games, can sometimes fall under the category of abandonware if not played long enough by a consistent number of players. These old platforms, some not having been played enough to get any revenue, are what we'll be discussing now. Starting with a game with a recent bit of popularity due to a rather eerie encounter by one YouTuber known as Active Worlds.
Though little is known about this game, Active Worlds was developed in June 28, 1995 by Active Worlds Inc., a company based in Newburyport, Massachusetts. It was built as a 3D sandbox game where players could go in and build whatever they'd want, sort of an early Second Life or Garry's Mod-esque game. It had web browsing capabilities and different forms of chat, such as instant messaging and voice chat. It was originally made in the summer of 1994 by Ron Britfitch, who created WebWorld, a similar concept built in a 2.5D world, similar to Doom. In the fall of that year, he left to join Knowledge Active Worlds, which later renamed to AlphaWorld. In February of the next year, he was joined by other developers and worked with companies such as Disney to create user-built content, eventually leading to the aforementioned Active Worlds development, with their 1.0 release.
At this time, Circle of Fire was formed to create content for the universe of the game. However, in January of 1997, they laid off almost the entire staff after failing to secure needed contracts and spending its venture investment of over $15 million. It would wind up getting completely bought out by Circle of Fire, which caused several internal disagreements, causing most of the team, including Britfitch, to leave the company. They continued to struggle with decisions up until 2001, when they released 3D homepages, where users got a free 30-day trial and 10,000 square meters of a 3D world, with pre-designed styles and layouts to build onto. But in 2002, they failed to see a turn of profit and skyrocketed the prices of yearly memberships from $19.95 to $69.95. In September of that year, the company was sold back to founders Richard Knoll and J.P. McCormick, becoming a game from this point on, taking years between updates, leading to their removal of the registration fee in 2013.
To this day, there are still current users for this game, though they are still celebrating their 20th anniversary on their website. That was nearly 2 years ago, showing how often the web page is updated. You can still download it now, however it's clear to see that they haven't gotten a solid update since their anniversary, as their copyright timeframe only shows from 1995 to 2015. They still have a community calendar, though it's pretty unclear as to when these events will or have taken place, as they only give the day and the month but no year. They do still offer past builds to check out, though some still haven't been updated since 2015. It seems that the 20th anniversary event was the last big thing to happen to this game, until last year.
On March 27th, 2016, a YouTuber by the name of Vinesauce, or Vinny, uploaded a video to his channel. Highlights from a stream he recorded to investigate the once populated worlds. With his stream reaching over 1,000 people, he was expecting the servers to crash from how many people could have swarmed the one he was in. However, not a single person could access it. He went through a few servers, messing around in them to no avail, until entering an eyes-wide-shut looking server with masked avatars and blood rivers. It had a very fantasy-like theme with old temples and small villages. After a while of trying to get to everything he could access, someone called out to him by the name of Hitomi Fujiko. "Are you lost?"
Actually, yes.
At first, he assumed it was an NPC or a bot, one that could mimic speech from certain command prompts. It even managed to open a gate for him, which he attempted and failed to open a few times
He opened the gate. He saved me.
Once Hitomi brought him to town, he left, but not without leaving a sinister message in the chat. When confronted, he asked Vinny if he was real. Vinny was unsure and just responded with, "I don't know," getting more frightened as he typed. He fell silent to the chat, as all his focus was on Hitomi when he approached, and then told him to run as he shapeshifted. With their final confrontation, Vinny asked what had happened to the place, why it was empty. Hitomi accused Vinny of killing everyone in it, claiming to have once ruled the land before he showed up. After a few more moments of conversation, Hitomi bid him farewell, calling him Vinny before disappearing. Vinny swore up and down that none of what occurred was scripted, claiming to have been too lazy to ever plan something so elaborate or complex. There was an AMA on the Vinesauce subreddit from Hitomi that you can read for yourself. He said that he wanted to sound like an NPC, using repeated, unchanging sentences and triggering events, such as opening the gate. They said they played Active Worlds since 2008, but haven't for the past few years until they saw Vinny was streaming in it. And when asked about all the old video game worlds being abandoned, they had this to say. "We found many amazing and bizarre things left behind by people who have loved the worlds they built in. It was very fun to explore, and I recommend that people try it."
Overall, Active Worlds did have a bit of an up and down history to it. The idea for the time was unique and ambitious, but with poor company decisions and very few software updates, it's no surprise that it hasn't been too active, no pun intended. It's sad to know so many years of time and care went into something that just couldn't stand up to the competition. For what it was, and if given the right crew to work on it, it could very well still be a popular game to this day. Before we go, we'd like to know if there are any other abandoned games or software you'd like us to look into and discuss. We'll leave all the sources in the description so you can check out Active Worlds for yourself, as well as read through Hitomi's AMA. And let us know in the comments if there's anything else you'd like to see from us. Thank you for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day.